What are some things that you wish you had known before you started your current job? Be circumspect about what you say because there are many troublemakers and those who talk behind your back in the workplace. That it is a dead-end career with infrequent pay raises and the benefits they were talking about introducing would never happen. How cheap my boss is. He threw a tantrum during my offer meeting when I said I'd like $1 more an hour. Come to find out that's from a negotiation book he read by a former FBI negotiator. Promoting is everything when you're in sales or own a business. Save a life in the air. Won't hear a thank you. Probably get cussed out for the nurse taking too long with your apple juice. Have to try twice for a central line? Patient reports you to the medical board. I knew patients would be shit. But switching to part-time oncology was a better move than I could have imagined. How toxic an environment it would turn out to be. Thankfully I start my new job next week. Keep doing what you're doing. It's going to work out. The amount of anxiety I'd feel every day, every hour, every choice. The patience I'd need and how to practice and hone it. How much I don't like being touched. Although that may have come after. I could make a lot more money doing a single part of my job somewhere else. That it wouldn't just be a summer job until school started back up and that I'd get stuck there for 12 years. I was told to come in for orientation. I was not told that I was to start work immediately after orientation ended. I was not told the dress attire. That I needed to wear my hair up. Or that I needed non-slip shoes. I was not told that hostess meant something different at their restaurant. I was told that you didn't just stand and greet, seat people. You actually serve food off the hot, cold line like a cafeteria. You request more food from the kitchen and change out the pans on the serving line. It wasn't told that it was a whole lot more work than an actual hostess. It basically wasn't a hostess job. How many people quit this position in the last year? How little my boss really knew the job and how threatened he is by me. That I'd be working with the mentally ill, for pittance. Don't be an automation engineer. About all the debauchery going on. Would have gone elsewhere I suppose. Only because I was sucked into it. Your probation period is going to be ridiculously long. That them telling you that you get your choice of shift really means nights. I have ADHD. It makes everything make sense now. Some days are going to be really quiet. Don't give in and do nothing. Or that will lead to more quiet days. On that same note, if all you can do is open the store and sit there, that's fine. That it really actually cannot be done part-time like agreed. Part-time is all I can commit to with 4 kids and a partner who works FIFO. Yet I've found myself having to work every day to keep up and I can't keep doing it. It's also more stressful than I thought with far less support that I was led to believe. The pay is not worth the stress. On a more positive note. Despite it being a pain in the ass sometimes with certain aspects. How much I actually enjoy my job. Interacting with school staff and students. My co-workers, etc. Makes me wish I discovered the job a while back instead of wasting time with the 2 previous jobs I had. What it would have taken to get into the career I really wanted. Went the easy money and stability route. Wish I'd have gone for what I wanted to do in the first place. That my coworker probably has deep psychological issues she needs to get help for. Luckily she doesn't work here anymore lol. What a minimum wage is. That somehow I'd be caught in the middle of drama that I had no interaction ever to begin with. The job since day one will start to drain me mentally cause of all the problems that happens while doing the job or even behind the scenes. How much pain it causes your body. And that most people don't last more than 8 years in the profession. How to deal with people raging at you for losing a button on their shirt. It lasts a minimum of 12 years and I only get 1 3-month break. How much I would love it to never complain about management to colleagues, as there are always assholes who can't wait to go brown-nosing and report back about you. Got a job at an airline. I'd worked as a server and barista for the past 10 years or so. Neither college nor university worked out for me, and I knew I needed to think of my future, so a pension, health insurance, overtime pay and lots of growth were what drew me in. I'm also addicted to travel, so it was a no-brainer. Don't even get me started on the flight benefits. I wasn't expecting to get hit as hard financially as I did. Despite recent wage increases due to inflation, I had to start from the very bottom. I had to buy a car, so that with insurance payments as a new driver really did me in. I was used to a downtown 15-minute commute on a fixie bike. Yoga studios, independent cafes, drinking craft cider in hipster bars and drinking wine in parks with my friends on my days off. I couldn't afford my apartment anymore and had to move outside the city to save money. I have to drive everywhere now and haven't seen my friends in ages. I pretty much can't drink anymore in case I need to drive somewhere. The frequent flying makes me feel like a fucking rock star and takes some of the edge off things. But I wasn't exactly expecting to leave my entire life behind and start it over again. It's worth it though. I'm getting caught up on a lot of life lessons I'd been avoiding.